Celebrating the 33-year relationship between Indonesia and Palestine, the Prime Minister of Palestine, Mohammad Shtayyeh, is visiting Indonesia and met with Indonesian President Joko Widodo in Bogor Palace on Monday. And to know more about how to improve the bilateral relationship between Indonesia and Palestine, we're going to talk directly to Mr. Prime Minister Mohammad Shtayyeh for this time. Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much for your time for Metro TV Indonesia.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Hope you have a good time visiting Indonesia.
It's actually more than good time. We were received very well. We were received with really warm hearts, open minds, and very understanding president. We were very touched by the official ceremony and also the people. For me, the people of Indonesia, the way they welcomed us, it's just a message of warmth, a message of solidarity, a message of appreciation. And this is something that I did not find strange or unusual. It's only usual for people who have resisted colonization and who have shown all the support for Palestine at the United Nations in every international forum. Indonesia has stood solid with the Palestinian people, with Palestinian sufferings, with the Palestinian cause. And this is something that you see it in the eyes and the heart of the president, in the cabinet, with the people. The reception here, even at the hotel, everywhere you go, and you see how Palestine is really occupying people's heart in the same way that Indonesia occupies our heart as well. So we are proud of this bilateral Palestinian-Indonesian relationship, and I am extremely happy that I am the one to really improve and capitalize on this bilateral relationship. So yes, back to your question, we were received not well, not excellent, indescribable.
Glad to hear that. We appreciate that, sir. As you mentioned before, it's about the solid support and also the solidarity. Indonesia keeps continuing solid support toward Palestine, toward Palestinian people. And then President Joko on Monday reiterated our support, Indonesia's support for Palestinians. And then what form of support was on the table this time?
In more than one direction. First of all, we have heard very, very warm statements, very solid, very wise statement from President of the Republic of Indonesia. He is a man that we appreciate his support, and also the cabinet. This time also we had agreements to sign on issues that has to do with health, on a humanitarian assistance, on issues that has to do with the trade. Indonesia, and we are grateful to that, is going to allow certain Palestinian commodities to enter into Indonesian market tax exempted, and this is and custom exempted. This is something that we cherish, and we need that. Indonesia is not only Indonesia of what it does represent, but also within the ASEAN group. Indonesia can be a hub for Palestinian trade in the region in general, and also we can be a hub for your trade with the region as well. And having said that, also Indonesia is donating some assistance to humanitarian issues. Indonesia has opened a hospital in Gaza, and now they are opening another hospital in Hebron, which is something that we really appreciate. And we are proud that Indonesia is part of the group of the 20. You have a very good weight, economic weight, political weight. And also, Indonesia occupies very high-ranking position in the international political arena, which we need, and which we are happy to see that progress is always made, and that under difficult conditions that Indonesia is making progress. GDP growth has been for this year 5.3. And this is something that is actually the highest in the G20. So we're proud of what Indonesia is doing. A success for Indonesia is a success for Palestine. So therefore, the bilateral relationship is something that we cherish. There are some Indonesian tourists who come to Jerusalem, to see Jerusalem, to pray in Jerusalem. Al-Aqsa Mosque is in Palestine, and the Dome of the Rock is in Palestine. So therefore, we are always open hearts and mind and markets and universities and so on. So we are also benefiting from the technical assistance that Indonesia is ready to provide. Also, there is the group of the Asian countries to support Palestine. Indonesia is part of the CPAD group, which is doing very well. And training, we will be sending a delegation here to learn from your experience on issues that has to do with animal husbandry, with also livestock and so on. So there are a lot of venues for cooperation. We are making the best of it, but not yet utilizing the full potential of it, because we are gradually on the right direction. And the president yesterday, he said Indonesia is ready to accommodate whatever we want, and we appreciate that. That is the real message of solidarity, that is the real message of cooperation, and that is the real message of brotherhood. We share with you the common values, we share with you religion, Christian, Muslims, because Palestine is also Christian and Muslims. It's not, Palestinians are not only Muslims. There are also 2-3% of the Palestinians are Christian Palestinians. And the live together approach that Indonesia is employing and the experience here is something that we learn from you, in the same way that also we have lessons to mention to the world of how to live together under normal conditions. Our problem, of course, is with Israeli colonization, but when it comes to Palestinians, we are doing very well in living together, and we have a lot to learn from you with 700 different groups and so on that you are managing. I think that's very important when you see the national interest as a melting pot that actually delete differences between the different ethnic groups in any society. That's important.
Yeah, well, let's dig deeper into the cooperation. You said that we still have a lot of potentials between two countries to improve our relationship. Let's dig deeper into the trade and economic cooperation. What kind of potential that we can achieve?
Tourism is a very promising potential. Green energy is a potential. Information communication technology. Palestinians have excellent university graduates, very well experienced software developers. And also, I should mention that here, the Palestinian delegation is not only officials. The Palestinian delegation also include 5 businessmen who represent 5 different Palestinian business associations. Palestine Information Communication Technology, the head of the group is with us. The Palestinian Businessmen Association, the head of the group is with us. The president of the Palestinian Chamber of Commerce, the head of the group is with us, and others. So therefore, when we are coming here is not only at the official level, we are also bringing a group, and we had an excellent meeting with the Chamber of Commerce of Indonesia. Very wonderful people. We have taken serious step that there will be a commercial office opened in Palestine, and we will be appointing a commercial attaché in our embassy in Jakarta as well. And we will have a roadmap, things to do between today and end of the year. We have asked them to come up with a plan and a matrix of responsibilities, who should be doing what, when and where, and for how much. So we want them to answer these questions. And I was extremely happy because they were forthcoming, they were full of energy, they wanted to do something. And our business people also wanted to do something. This is a mutual interest. It's not enough that the prime minister comes and visit. It's also more important to strengthen bilateral relation. We need business to business. We need academics to academics. We need people to people. We need to speak through the media. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to our Indonesian brothers and sisters who will be watching this program. This is a message of appreciation that I really appreciate the Indonesian forthcoming in full support of the Palestinian people and sufferings and so on. No, it's Palestinians. It's not that we are only under occupation and that we suffer. It's true, but also we are a proud people. We have good businessmen, we have successful stories, we have the highest university graduates in the Middle East, we have the universities, our education system is one of the best, our health system is also accommodating all the difficult conditions that we live in. So there are a lot of things that we can contribute, you know. Palestine is the Holy Land, it's the country where prophets have passed or were born there. It's the lowest point to the sky. That is why Prophet Muhammad has ascended to the sky. So we have a lot to offer. If Palestine is free, it has incredible potential, not only for Indonesia, but for the whole of the rest of the world. But we cherish our bilateral relationship with you.